Hi, everyone. This is Beva Damo, CEO and owner of Wild and Wise Women, Wild and Wise Sisterhood. And I'm here today on this amazing Sunday, a super Sunday. And I'm not going to add the soul part of it, although I'm sure Oprah wouldn't mind. But because I'm here with one of the most spectacular women on the planet, Wanda King. Hi, Wanda.
Hi, beautiful. How are
Hi,
you?
I'm fantastic and so glad to be here. I want to tell everyone out there, oh my goodness, we were having such a good time because we can be connected like before the broadcast goes live. And so we were just chatting and having just the best time and then all going, oh my gosh, we're on camera in a minute. But we were just having a great time. So much so that it's really a challenge for me to know where to go. So let me start first of all by talking about what our purpose is here today. Wild and Wise Women, we, on November 1st, which is National Authors Day, we started a call, an invitation to authors, women who were ready to allow their stories to be told, to allow their voice to join in together in the sacred circle of 10 authors
Hmm.
for this book collaborative, the very first, not the last, but the very first in the Wild and Wise Women book collaboratives that we're going to be doing. And Wanda is one of our authors. And Wanda, golly, again, it's such a challenge. It's like I want to tell everybody so, and I don't even know that much about you, and yet I'm so excited about who you are and what you've done and everything else. So let's start because I know there are going to be women who want to get in touch with you about what you're doing right now. And we're not going to talk a lot about the chapter yet, but we are going to talk about you and what brought you into this collaborative. So let's start first of all with your business. What are you doing in the world? And then we're going to fill that in with a little bit about who you are because, oh my God, what a woman you are. So please, Wanda, tell us a little bit about your business.
Oh, thank you, Bev. I'm just so excited to be part of this and to tell you a little bit about my business. I run the Discover Clear Vision for Women. It's a coaching business, a training business on how you can move from a life of fear to a beautiful life of fierce love.
Mm.
And it's just taken off so well. And I'm also sharing this type of work with the city of Modesto. I've had an opportunity to become an employee there and to come in and help them understand that managing isn't about just telling people where to go and how to do things. It's truly about leading people and coming
Mm.
in with a thoughtful mind on how we can add value to each other, starting with ourselves.
Wow, that's extraordinary, Wanda. And I want to bring that piece out of it because you're an incredible entrepreneur, absolutely. And then you also took on because it feels to me, or what I know about you, you were really guided into this place. And I know from my own working experience what it is to be in the system, or especially any kind of government type of a situation. And sometimes that can be the I mean super challenging in terms of spreading light, or in terms of bringing enlightened and high frequency ways of interacting and things like that. And you said yes to that. And in talking with you, it sounds like you've been making incredible celebrations for the things and the people and how you've been affecting them. That's so awesome.
Yeah, it definitely was a huge decision on my part to accept this. I'm so busy all the time with the coaching business and my training and working with other women, along with some of the philanthropy that I do with working with the homeless and different
Hmm.
people who feel like they don't have a voice in their life. But this was such a gift that came to me to help the city of Modesto come in and build leaders that are going to really make a difference with everyone involved as far as their employees and their customers. So I
Absolutely.
took on another project and I said, I think I'm going to do this. And it's about my balance, making sure that I do have my work-life balance and that I do my self-care as well. So it's working quite well, and I'm absolutely loving it. And I'm loving, helping those who really never felt like they had that voice. And
Absolutely.
and then also helping those who maybe never had value for themselves, and they were outwardly
Mm.
speaking, devaluing things to others and about themselves. So things are starting to change a little bit. It's nice.
It's amazing. It's awesome. And I thank you for being there. And for those of you out there, if you're listening live or if you catch this on the replay, you know, Wanda really does have this extraordinary way of going into like the old systems and paradigms that are so stuck together and just, you know, loosening up that glue and helping, you know, people to emerge as individuals and people with purpose and everything. So Wanda, thank you so much. And yes, you've shared with me some of the philanthropy that you do. It's amazing. So let me get this straight now. You're an entrepreneur, successful coaching business. You are helping, you know, get this our government realigned. You work with homeless and other causes, helping women find their voice and things like that. So tell me, when you got the invitation or when you saw the invitation to write in this book, to become an author, to be an author in this book, why did you answer the call, number one? And number two, how did you even think that you were going to be able to, you know, to do this with everything else that's going on?
Well, first, when I had the opportunity, when you approached me with this beautiful opportunity, I was more overwhelmed with honor, and
Oh,
that, you know, it just really touched my heart that I had something that you wanted that maybe will help the rest, help the world that I haven't been able to touch. And how could I not say yes? It was right there. And I thought, no matter what, I know that within my life, I'm very spiritual, and I really depend on God for helping me through everything. And I knew that this was definitely another opportunity that was laid in my heart for me to be part of. So there was just no ifs, ands, or buts, and I knew it would work out. And as it did, I wrote my story, and it just came very fluidly for me. It wasn't a struggle, so I knew it was the right thing, and I'm extremely honored to be part of this and to be part of the women who are also in this book.
Well, talk a little bit more about that, because you said some things about, you know, what it is to be a part of the circle and with the women themselves, because I know for myself, I am like blown away. And so see, I can't even talk. I'm so honored and in awe of the women who have come together, who they are as individuals, but also who we are as a collaborative. So talk a little bit about that, because it's a very special circle that we have here of authors, definitely.
Yeah, that's an understatement. It's a very, very special circle of some of the most incredible women that I've ever had the opportunity to connect with collectively. And what's so interesting about it, none of us really knew each other. We're so diverse in so many of the areas that we're doing to help the world, and what we're doing and what our callings are. But even more importantly, it's such a collective group that we're just so supportive of each other.
Mhm.
And we know that we all have our own diverse things that we do. They're all amazing gifts, and they may overlap a little bit, but man, it's just so powerful
Yeah.
on what we're doing and how we are coming together. And I know the reason I'm so excited about it is this truly is a divine calling,
Mhm.
because there's no way that all of us could get together like this
Right.
and have this kind of power amongst all of us.
Absolutely, absolutely. Excuse me. Okay. Wow. Now I want to talk about a little bit about you personally, because everyone out there really Wanda, you're a miracle so many times over. You are, I mean, fearless. I thought I was fearless, and then I listened to some of the things you do, and you have been not only emotionally and spiritually and mentally fearless, you've also been physically fearless in so many different ways. And some of the things we were talking about that you've done in your life, and then is skydiving, scuba diving. What did you call it? Tell me some of the other things, because I sort of with the bikes and the, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I've kind of my life hasn't always been that way. I came from a very fearful life for many, many years, and I knew that I'm the one who makes my own weather. And
Mm,
others don't make that weather for me unless I allow that to happen. And so I knew that if possibilities are limitless
yes.
in what we do. So some of the things I've been involved in, I've used to race quarter midgets. I was dirt bike racing. Oh my gosh, I've been a skydiver for about 10 years and got into base jumping, scuba diving, started flying a plane, learning plane lessons, but that just didn't work for me. It was just I couldn't leave the doors open. They wouldn't let me do that. And then I had to land the damn thing. And I'm like, ooh, I don't know if I want to land it or not. And I want to be able to jump out of it. So I didn't do flying lessons too well. I stopped that. Um, I've been in many different things, but near-death accidents, and got into bodybuilding after the accident. And I just knew that I'm the one that can determine where I'm to go in life. And
Yeah.
I define who I am. And, I live my life at a very high level where I really focus in on my divine creator, on what the messages are that come to me, on how I'm to move forward, and I never question it anymore. And I know that little voice in my mind, in my heart,
Mm,
that tells me where I need to be and how I need to serve. And
yeah.
it's just a blessing. I'm still sometimes just shake my head going, really, this is all cool. It's so cool I get to do this. And
I know I get to live this life. Isn't that awesome? Well,
yeah.
I know that your story is going to inspire so many women on so many different levels. I mean, even if you're only looking at what you've overcome physically, it's beyond what I've ever had to deal with physically, and I find you to be just so inspiring. So tell us a little bit. You said, okay, so you had like a near death accident that
Mhm.
resulted in really changing a lot of your physical. I mean, at one point, you you were told you wouldn't walk again, and you wouldn't
Yeah.
do so many different things again, and yet you have. And
Mhm.
not only that, but you went in to do bodybuilding after all of this, and that's, and not just do it, but I mean, be successful at it. That's so extraordinary, so inspiring. And um w- really, is it about your faith? Is that what got, talk to me a little bit about, because I want to include a little bit of that inspiration. What, how did you know you were going to walk again? I mean, did you know right away, or did you?
Well, the accident is probably where I became transformed and where I am today. It really
Mm,
was a great indicator of truly what my purpose is and where I need to be in my life. Prior
wow.
to prior to the accident, I really didn't feel like I mattered. I didn't feel, like I was of worth to anybody, including myself. I just kind of went through life and did what I did. I was a skydiver for quite some time, but I got into the sport called base jumping, and I was in a very severe accident where I lost my life 3 times on the accident. I was paralyzed from the waist down, and had an out of body experience while I was in the hospital, and saw a most beautiful divine being that came to me. And as I was jumping and running and walking wherever it was I was at, it was the most euphoric, most beautiful, peaceful state I've ever been in. And I
Wow.
looked down and I saw myself lying in this bed. And I had no recollection of what had happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I can remember asking whoever it was I was speaking to and wherever I was, what's wrong with me? What happened to me?
Mm-hmm.
And at that moment, I went back into my body and I knew I was going to walk again. And the
Wow.
most important thing that I realized from all of this is that divine being came and visited me. And it really showed me that I do matter.
Oh
But,
gosh, yes.
but what it showed me more is everyone matters.
Mm.
Everyone matters. And I've really, and that was almost 30 years ago, and my life has been dedicated to really helping others discover their beauty and discover how much they're valued and how much they matter. And I don't think there's anyone that I ever come across that I will not connect with, because I want them to know how much I love them and how much they matter and how purposeful they are in this world.
Wanda, you are an extraordinary, loving being. I'm honored to know you as one of our inspiring authors, and I'm honored to have you as my friend and colleague. And I'm so excited for this book and for everything that's going to come out of it. And let's tell people how they can get in touch with you. What's the best way if something about what we've talked about today has inspired them to say, I need this, or I need to ask her this, or whatever. What's the best way to get in touch with you?
Perfect. Thank you for that, Bev. And I feel the same way about you as well. You're such a cherished friend to me. Thank you.
Thank you.
What I would love to share with you is that you can reach out to me on my website, which is discoverclearvision.com. I'm also running a women's meetup group called Warriors of Wisdom in the Central Valley area, which is all about coming from fear to fierce and being that empowered, beautiful warrior that you are. I
Lovely.
also have a Facebook, Discover Clear Vision Facebook, that I'm currently getting ready to put some great posts on. And
Awesome.
I'm going to start playing around with doing some Facebook Live myself.
Yay.
Um,
Inspired.
and if you want, you can also give me a call at 209-321-2748 if you have any questions. I'm always here to help and to help you move forward wherever you want to be in your life.
Wanda, thank you so much. I love you. I am so grateful to you. And I know that we're going to have some more exciting conversations as the book gets ready to be published and everything else. And talking about your story that's in the book, because that is also extraordinary. And I know will absolutely change lives. So thank you, Wanda, for saying yes to yourself and saying yes to the world, and really showing up and being willing to be part of the light that's absolutely healing and bringing this planet to the joy that we deserve. So thank you so much.
Oh, Bev, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.
All right, y'all. Remember, be wild, be wise, and join us next time when we're doing this, because oh my gosh, this book is so exciting. I can't wait to share it with everyone. So be love and have an amazing, extraordinary day. See you soon, Wanda, and everybody else out there. Bye-bye.
Bye.